What's going on, YouTube world? Sebastian here with Spin Driving School. In today's video, we are going to take a look at scanning intersections and roadways, and pretty much any situation where you're on the road, let's say, but mainly intersections. So this video is by request, kind of surprising, but the people have asked, so you are going to receive. Anyways, all joking aside, it's at the end of the day, scanning intersections is important, just as much as looking in your mirrors, in some cases even more. So essentially what that means is anytime you are stopping in the intersection at a stop sign or a red light, you are going to look both ways. If you want to look three ways, like in Europe, a lot of times we look right, left, right. Whether you want to go start from the left or from the right hand side, it's honestly irrelevant as long as you look both ways. Now, also depending which way you're turning, if you're turning right, you're only going against traffic coming from one direction. If you're making a left turn or going straight, let's say at a two-way stop sign, you are crossing both ways of traffic, right? So you need to pay attention whether cars are coming from both directions or just the single direction, depending if you're making a right turn or if you're going straight or if you're making a left turn into single lane, two lanes. So there's some variability there where you're going to be, mostly looking into. Let's say if you're making the right turn, you are more than likely going to be more occupied looking to your left, but make sure that you are also looking to the right, essentially both ways, for pedestrians and cyclists, because a lot of times people make a right turn, let's say at a red light, they're only looking left for traffic, and you don't see people crossing from your right hand side or cyclists, or you end up sitting at by then a green light facing you, and you're looking away and you're getting honked at. So that's why it is important to always look at the lights in front of you and just have your head on the swivel and just keep looking, keep scanning. Another very common situation is, let's say if you stop at a red light and you're the first car in line and you get the green light, you don't just press on the accelerator and go. You first always scan the intersection for cars turning late, cars running red lights, emergency vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists, like anything that can come out of the left field. The safer you are, the better it is. So essentially, the more you are aware of your surroundings, the better driver you are, the more informed you are, the safer you are, the more confident you are, etc., etc. So it's all part of being a well-rounded defensive driver, is absorbing all the information that is available to you. Use your mirrors and use your eyes and be aware, listen and observe. Do not drive with what we call tunnel vision because it's dangerous. So look around. I'm not saying take your eyes off the road and look behind you or look to the side. Check out cute girls or guys, whatever, do your thing. And once you get enough experience, you will see in this video, sometimes I am looking around for, I like birds, so I look at birds, weird things. But anyways, make sure you're scanning the intersections. Let's get right into the video for some excellent examples. Here we go. Coming up on a two-way stop sign, full stop, looking both ways, deep left, deep right, as much as you can. I generally first look in the area where my visibility is going to be the best, right? So the longest view I have, like in this case, to the left first, shoulder check. I'm still scanning. This is a cul-de-sac. You don't know if there's anything coming from the right side, right? So again, if you're making the left turn, you need to make sure that you were checking both ways of traffic. Green light coming through, I'm not keeping my head down, I'm looking both ways. It's a green light, but you just never know. People do strange things. So looking into your mirrors as well after and before going through the intersections, before making lane changes, like in this case, lane change, shoulder check, signal. So mirror, signal, shoulder check. I have videos on lane changes. Crosswalks, scanning crosswalks, right? There's nobody crossing, I'm not stopping, but I'm still looking. The further and the deepest I look, the better the safer it's going to be, the more information I have. As I mentioned earlier, stopping at a red light behind a car, just gonna wait, don't have an option in this case. As I said previously, make sure that when you're stopping at these red lights fully completely, after you've done your shoulder checks and you're not just preoccupied looking only to the left-hand side. Make sure you're looking both ways. So head on the swivel, especially if you're turning on the red light. Finding a nice safe gap, turning to the lane that's closest to me, checking my rear view mirror after every turn. It's just the way I do it. Full stop, red light. So just before I proceed on the green, I'm going to scan both ways. So I'm skipping a beat or two, you know, a second or two, 2 to 3 seconds even. It's fine in some cases. Constantly scanning. Scanning intersection here both ways. It's a through road. I'm scanning both ways. Right, left, left, right. Whatever you choose. Coming up on a two-way. In this case, my visibility is going to be pretty bad on the left-hand side, so you might have to stop multiple times, inch forward. I do have videos on two-way and four-way stop signs, which also has scanning in it. So see, my head is on the swivel looking both ways. I'm trying to gather as much information as possible. Don't just think that if you look both ways, that's enough. Things change very quickly. Scanning both ways. Coming up another two-way stop sign. Making a right turn in this case. So as always, shoulder checks and looking deep left. Make my turn. Quick look in a rear view mirror if you're going to. Full stop, scanning both ways. I think I'm making the left turn here. And off to the next stop sign. Another two-way, we'll be making a right turn, and I'll have pretty limited visibility on the left-hand side because of that hedge there. So deep scans, as always, shoulder checks, nice clean turns, and checking your mirrors. And then coming through this little area here with a couple of crosswalks. It's also a 30-kilometer zone. It's kind of shadowy. So, you know, just scanning intersections, scanning crosswalks. Again, you're not stopping at these crosswalks unless someone's crossing or is occupying the crosswalk, but you're still scanning so that you can see people, you know, even at the last second, and you might have to stop. Check, check, scan, scan, and I'll be pulling over in a second. As always, signal, shoulder check, or mirror signal, shoulder check as I teach. So that is essentially it. Make sure that your head is pretty much on the swivel. Now, in some cases, you can also use your eyes, so that's fine. If you use your eyes and your head is on the swivel, if you move your eyes side to side, that's pretty much good enough. But it definitely is better if you also are, you know, moving your head on top of that. So keep that in mind. I hope this video helps, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.